Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're having good luck with your gardening and all of your projects. And without further ado, let's get to today's project. Sorry about the wind noise in advance. I'll try to cup the microphone as much as possible. So today we're building or fabricating a quick detach forklift implement for our tractor out of scrap metal. So I got all this 4-inch angle iron one of the neighbors gave me, and I started welding it together, and I built a box frame for the forklift itself, and it does quick detach. I can lift these guys up here. Get that one. And this one. It's starting to rain, so I can't hang out here too long. But just so you can see that it does. So it does come off. And there's the scraps that I welded in there to hold it. You can see the tooth in there. And then tomorrow we need to figure out how to attach the forks on here once, because this part's basically done. I am going to cut this off so that when I have a pallet on here, it goes all the way against the frame. So we'll get the plasma cutter out, cut this straight across, leaving this nice and flat, and we'll get rid of like 40 pounds of steel, making it a little bit lighter. I know the bucket that was on here is so heavy I can't even pick it up, so I can still pick this up. And what I'm planning to do for the forks is I want to do some kind of rail across the bottom here so that the forks can be slid in and outward manually, so I can pick up smaller pallets and larger pallets. And I got some decent welds going on in there. I should probably go over this more to fill that in the rest of the way. I guess you can see better on this side because there's a hole cut out because this is all scrap metal. You can see where I ground it down all the way across to make an angle. So we have something to bite onto with the welder. We were using the 240 volt outlet. I was trying to weld it with 120 volts and it kept tripping the breakers. So we said to heck with it. I brought it all over here and used the 240 volt. And it's now cloudy and sprinkling and looks like it's gonna rain, so we had to stop. We still have plenty of power though. Let's see what we got coming in. It looks like a little over 400 volts. 400 watts, I mean, coming in. Got a blurry camera here. Sorry about that. Let me wipe the lens. Okay, that might be better. There we go. So, yeah, a little over 400 watts coming in. Looks like we're using 600 watts. And we're at 53.7 volts, which is a ton of power right now since we do have all the batteries balanced and working properly. I spent 2 months top balancing this battery and that battery, and then about 4 days afterwards they were out of balance again. So another YouTube channel, Will Prowess, he did a video a few days ago talking about charging these up to 100% and why there's no reason to charge it up to 80 when the clock is ticking on these things anyways. They do have a lifespan. So he said, you know, he recommended just charge them up to 100% and use that power while you got them. If you only charge them to 80% and they're going to go bad in 30 or 40 years, then there was no point in trying to increase the longevity of their life if you're not using their full potential. So I took his advice. I turned up the settings on my inverter charge controller to his recommendations, and I'll show you what they are. So we go to settings, charge, go down. If you're interested, this is the settings that I have on there now. The absorbed voltage is at 58 volts, float voltage is at 54.4, and it does charge up the batteries to 100%, and they balance out after about 2 or 3 days on their own without having to take them apart and top balance them with a crappy charger. I charged them up with the solar system, and like I said, it only took a few days, and they are balanced. I think I can't show you right now, but on the app it said 9 millivolts. Right, anywhere between 9 and 14 millivolts is where we're hovering right now. So, well, before it was 260 millivolts, and they were shutting off. So, you be the judge of that. It's working for me. So. Maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about and my battery's going to blow up and the whole world's going to end and the sky is falling, but maybe not. Just maybe not. There's a beautiful rainstorm coming in. Here's the bucket too. There's our scrape bucket. I kind of designed the forklift box around this. So it's got the holes in here, except for This has protectors on the bottom to protect the teeth that go in through the quick detach part, so it doesn't scrape on the ground. This one is protected even more than that. It's got even heavier gauge steel that goes all the way across the bottom, which honestly I could probably cut some of it out, but I'm not gonna. So this is the straight up 4-inch angle iron all the way across and down the bottom, so it's protecting right in here where the teeth are for the quick disconnect. And there she is, bingo bango, all scrap metal. Didn't cost me a dime, just a lot of time and maybe a few adult words, but she works. And this, oh, I guess it's working now. This was having an issue earlier with catching, which doesn't seem to be the case now. It's moving and working functionally. We notch these out to give room, and then the same on the bottom where the angle, where the hinges are, that's notched out a tiny bit as well. So it's starting to rain now. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, pop those down below and give us a thumbs up. And as always, keep building. Try to be good to each other. Some of us aren't here for very long, and a little bit of kindness will go a long way. So God bless you all, and peace. Looks like it's raining all the way around us.